Welcome to the 8th oldest stadium in the country, Vaught Hemingway in Oxford, Mississippi, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, where the fans never lose a tailgate and don't plan on losing the game today. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Rebels will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Fresno State's offense will get the first crack at it here. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Using the quick game. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Here comes the offense on second down. Handoff from the gun. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Fires deep on the run. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Fresno State right back to the line. Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. The give to the tailback. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
I really love that first drive by the offense. It always seemed like they were just one step ahead of the D, and a nice job there down close. When the defense knew they were going to run the football, being more physical, running it in on 3rd down to get the touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there often.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. He's looking to throw. This one's complete. Oh, what a move! And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. He wants to throw. He's going to run it. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
You know, we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Looking to throw on third. Gets it out quickly. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. And the Rebels have their offense in high gear.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on first down, second down, and third down, as you saw right there.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Steps away to find some room. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. Throws toward the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Quick strike complete. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Vaughn. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job on a tight end finding that hole in the zone.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Second down coming up. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Get it out on the screen. At midfield, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Phenomenal play call by the offensive coordinator. You're calling screen passes to take advantage of a good pass rush, and that's exactly what happened. The offensive linemen, they just let those defensive ends run up the field. The quarterback did a perfect job holding on to the ball to the last possible second, getting it out to his running back, and man, that running back had a convoy out ahead of him.
He wants to pass it on second down. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. James Madison is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Harrisonburg, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Nebraska. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Off play action. They're trying to get to it. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
The Rebels moving quickly to the line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down.
Looking deep down the right side. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. Grabbed over the middle. It's McCluster. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. The Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. After the short completion, it's now second down. Gives it to the back on the draw. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Well, they try to go with draw. They didn't catch the defense blitzing, so it wasn't a great look anyway. But up front, they just got beat regardless. And that back, David, had nowhere to go.
He had nowhere to go, but those offensive linemen...
Hit the afterburners, kid. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He breaks a tackle.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Fresno State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to...
He's going to throw deep right side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Got it in stride at the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And the Rebels hit it quickly to the line. Quarterback checking the play. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Rebels.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Fresno State will have to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive court.
And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard line. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Ole Miss. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats, and you say top 10 offense in scoring. So they
forget the kick. He's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the 2-point conversion. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to move it through the air. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Fires to the wideout. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already...
Going for it all. Just threw that one way too far.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
This quarterback is having a day, man, and right there he was looking for touchdown pass number 5. He has been dialing it up. He's been throwing strikes. We haven't seen him miss very much like he did just there, but what a game this dude is having.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's McCluster. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Offense in an empty set. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's looking to throw it. Going for it all. Touchdown, Rebels! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. How efficient have they been as they... It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that one. Nice job.
And the returner goes down. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the 1st half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. Oh, and it's left him grasping. He didn't get a lot on the return, but man, did he set his offense up at the 30.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. And here comes the offense on second down. Off the play fake. Coming after it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
How nice is it as a defense? You can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home. That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. You had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Oxford today.
Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. All kinds of time before he fires right. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Second down now after the sack. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The incomplete pass brings up 3rd down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. It is 3rd and long. Let's see what kind of arm he's got. And the quarterback is snowed under. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. Oh, this is a bad shank. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. A 1st down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
When you run the football, and then throw in the play action, it's such a tricky thing for the defense. Do I play run? Do I come up fast? It opens those holes right behind the linebackers and between the safeties to make the passing game just a little bit easier.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Now on second down. Leaves it with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. They need the 40 to convert here on third down. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. On third down, going up top. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush race. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Makes the grab. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Offense trying to keep him off balance on 1st and 10. Getting some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, this offensive line has got to do a better job. They've now given up way too many sacks. This poor quarterback is running for his life. They've got to shore up and do a better job on the offensive line.
Now the play fake. Takes the easy completion. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And the Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack.
Nothing but green ahead. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Man, what a huge gain, and this offense is so frustrating to defend because you got that guy who's not a quarterback. He's a running back. Call him what he is, makes the big play, chews up a chunk of yardage before you ever know what hit you.
This offense has a 2nd down play. The play action fake. Grabbed on the outside, it's McCluster. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Really, really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. Look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarterback, making the big tackle.
11th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Skips away from pressure. Short gain on the play before he slides.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay in nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback. And you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground and force a 4th down.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Baylor is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace. They're up by 21 over East Carolina. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Running back goes in motion. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Finds the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for the young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Trying play action. Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. He's looking to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. It's complete. A huge pickup. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The Rebels are threatening in the red zone. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He's got the tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Touchdown, Rebels! And the stomping has commenced. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Quarterback empties his backfield. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He lofts it high, high and deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
They want to just keep throwing it. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
He'll run it again. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Rides to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And that is how we will wrap this one up. Well, this one had all the suspense of a buzz.